dummy player's turn. Well, there's only one card left in his deep deck, so dummy player's finished. He will declare end of round next turn. Now I need to re-assault this city. I'm going to take a gold mana at the start of this turn for being on the magical glade, but I need to get another 2 movement to assault this city. I can do that with stamina move 2. And then Arathea can come back and assault the city. For assaulting the city, we get -1 reputation again. Now I need to try and do something about this mage. And he's pretty tough. He's fortified, but that's fine. We'll ignore ranged attack. But he's got physical resistance. So that's 16 regular attack, or 8, say fire attack. He's only got a 4 attack strength, so I've got to soak this up first. But it's a cold fire attack, and it's got brutal and poison. I don't think I'm going to block this, so I'm going to take some damage, and then I think I need to try and generate 8 fire attack to kill this guy. The problem is I don't have much in the way of cards, but I've got an idea. Let's see if this will work. So first off, he's going to attack me. I'm not going to block, and he's got an attack strength of 4 and brutal, so that's 8. My armour is 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2, so that's 2 wounds. And then because of the poison, I'm going to put 2 wounds in my discard pile as well. So that's 2 wounds added to my hand, and 2 wounds added to my discard pile. Now let's attack him and see what we can do. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to discard a wound and use my invocation to generate a red mana. So I'm going to use this skill and grab myself a red mana. The next thing I'm going to do is use magic talent. And I just want to use, although this is a nice powerful thing, I actually want to use its more basic power. Discard a card from your hand, it says, and then you may play 1 spell card in the spell's offer this turn as if it were in your hand, but that card remains in the spell's offer. So I'm just going to discard Rage, and the spell I'm going to choose is Flame Wall, and this one is charged by red mana, and it gives me fire attack 5. So I need to take this red mana here from the source. But remember, this is spent. I've spent this on magic talent. Right, so that's fire attack 5. I need 3 more fire attack. So this gives me fire attack, this skill here, my hot swordsmanship, but that's not quite enough. I need 3 fire attack. I've got a handful of wounds. So the only way to do this, I think, is to use my Red Cape Monks and use the red mana to give me fire attack 4. So it's slightly over, but I need 3. 2's not enough, 3's good. So that's 5 plus 4, that's 9 fire attack. And that's enough to defeat these Ultim mages. And this mage is discarded, and it gives me 8 fame. I'm on 59, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 67, and we've leveled up. And now I get to put another shield on the city card. Arathea has successfully conquered the Green City. That's amazing. That's great. That's great. So we're halfway there. We've done the easy one, but it felt tough. We've got 3 shield tokens here. That means we get 3 influence when we're in the city if we want to interact in this city, and we can spend 6 influence now within the city by interacting with it as our action, and that means we can either grab a card from the advanced actions offer, or, and this question mark here means we can grab the top card from the advanced actions deck, kind of a random choice, and put this in our deed deck. So this is pretty cheap for us now, with 3 shields in here, because with 1 for each defeated enemy, plus our reputation, which at the moment is giving us 2 influence. That's 5 influence. We only need to spend 1 influence here to give us the 6 to earn an advanced action. So this is a good place to be. So that was hard work, but once you defeat a city, if you conquer a city, the rewards are great. The other thing is, while we're in this city, it's going to give us additional +2 to our hand limit. Now I think we're ready to end our turn there. Let's re-roll the mana dice for the source. That's another gold. So that's 3 gold mana in the source now, which is going to stand us in great stead for, I think, what's going to be our final turn. We didn't use this mana, so that gets cleaned up. These get cleared up. Set my skill. Right, and I think we're kind of ready to level up. We're not going to draw yet until we've leveled up, so we need to grab a new skill. Wow, what have we got here? Polarization and dark paths. I mean, these were the others, our common skill offer, but I don't fancy any of those. Although this one might be handy. This is flight, but I can only use it once a round, and I can move to an adjacent space for free, or 2 spaces for 2 movement. Maybe this will get me to the city a lot quicker. I think maybe I'll take this one. And now I need to draw a new skill from the dummy player. And these will all go in the common skill offer now. And lastly, I'll get a new advanced action. It's in need. Advanced action. So let's refresh our advanced actions offer. Regeneration came out. And this in need goes on my deed deck. And now I'm ready to draw. My hand limit is 6, plus 2 from being in the city. And this stays in my player area now, this city card, now that I've conquered it. I've got 4 wounds, so that's 4 more cards to draw, ready for the next turn. So my in need, battle versatility, crystallize, and swiftness. Okay, dummy player's turn now, and the darkness is starting to fall. Dummy player is declared end of round. We get 1 last turn before we move into the final night of the final day. What I'd like to do, if I can, is recruit some units. And I've got this in need, which is powered by, if I use the more powerful green mana effect, it gives me influence 4 plus an additional 2 influence for each wound card in your hand or on a unit you control. And I've got 4 wounds in my hand, so that would be 8 plus 4, that's 12 influence. That's one heck of a lot of influence. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is just discard a card from my hand. We'll discard swiftness, and we'll use my daily skill here to give myself a green mana, and then I'll power in need to give me influence 12. I've got 3 influence from my city as well, that's 15, plus 2 for my reputation, that's 17. I'm going to play another card sideways, that's 18 influence. And with that 18 influence, I can recruit 2 catapults. They have the city symbol here, and there's 2 catapults here. And I have 2 spare command tokens right now. So that's 2 catapult units armed and ready to fire. And then finally I have this crystallize. And it says when you play this, also pay 1 mana of a basic colour, and you can gain a crystal of that colour and add it to my inventory. So I'm going to take this gold mana and I'm going to call it blue, I think. And power this crystallize. So I'm going to take a blue mana crystal and add it to my inventory. Now the reason why I chose blue was because I wanted these catapults potentially to use this siege ice attack 5, because that will be enough to take down one of these fire mages in the red city. Okay, that's the end of this turn and it's the end of the round. That was my final round, the dummy player having declared end of round. So let's tidy up our play area. Everything's going to go back into my discard pile now, including these wounds. I can ready all my units, ready my skills. I had quite a few cards left in my deck, so you know the dummy player really ran away with me that turn. These get discarded. I'm going to reshuffle this one and this will form my D deck for the next turn, for the next round. And I'll do the same for the dummy player. These will get shuffled. So let's turn this day-night into nighttime. We've got just 2 skills left now, nighttime skills. Reroll the dice to the source. 2 blues and a black. That's not bad. Refresh the unit offer. So this is a silver one, goes on the bottom here. So remember we've got quartiles, so it's 3 units gold, silver, gold. Catapults, herbalists, amethyst gunners. We refresh the advanced actions decks. This goes on the demi player's deck. This one's going to go in here. And we draw Firebolt. Refresh the spell offer. This is a red one, so the dummy player gets a red crystal. And I add the red crystal here. This gets discarded and we draw a new spell. Underground travel, underground attack. Advanced actions for the monasteries. So these get discarded. And we have 2 monasteries still. Heroic Tale and Ice Bolt. Darkness is really descending on us now. So let's crack on. I need to draw 6. Plus 2 from being in the city, that's 8 cards. My D deck felt really thick when I was shuffling it, but that's because of all the wounds that I've taken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. And I pulled out 3 wounds there. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I wanted some wounds because they can generate some mana for me. Okay, so that's my starting hand. Let's have a look at what tactics I'm going to pull for the beginning of the final night. These are the final 2 tactic cards of the game. We have From the Dusk and Long Night. So I'm going to take Long Night. The dummy player is going to take From the Dusk and go first.